And good afternoon. I'm Colton Ruffalo here, joined by Jack Blonowitz, and it's going to be a Union Catholic basketball game, JV, versus Newark. And Jack, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Looking for a good game here. Game's about to start. Philiston will be the jump man. Aponte, Sosa, Hutchinson, and Greg as the ball goes to Greg. Greg, quick three from him is good. 5 seconds in, might have been the quickest three I've ever seen. Good pressure from Union Catholic. Driving in, pass, deflected. Take it back out. Good defense from the Vikings early. Greg with the steal.
Good pressure.
Great pressure. Greg up top with it. Over to Aponte. Finds Sosa down low. Good feed to Philiston. Back up
Now,
to Greg.
Union Catholic Vikings are missing Ian in the starting lineup.
That's big for them.
Yeah. Missing Ian. He usually starts at the center position. Let's see what Sosa and let's see what Sosa can do at the center position.
I think Philiston or Josh is more their center.
Yeah.
Up ahead is Newark pushing it. Good spin move there. Floater no good. Greg looks for Sosa down low. Layup is good.
Good play. He's going to work inside. I mean, he might be small in size, but he can work inside, and that's what he's shown.
Really uses his strength.
Yeah.
Pass intercepted. Pokes it loose. High pass. Ponte tries to steal it.
Ooh, almost that back court. I mean, I think he did, but I don't know if he can.
Good steal from Greg. Looked like it was goaltended. It's Sosa with the putback.
Good put back there.
Quick
You know,
timeout.
You know what that shows? That Union Catholic was the one running down. You know, it was a 1-on-2. That means Union Catholic had more people down the floor, which means they were running more, and that just shows the hustle of this team starting out. That they had two people back, and Newark had only one person back for them, and they were able to just score off of that. Even after a missed layup, they were able to score.
I think both defensively and offensively, this Vikings team really shows a lot of hustle in their game, and I think that's like really like how they play a lot. We've already seen at least 4 or 6 fast break points, which just really helps out the team.
Yeah, and that helps the team. I mean, they started off the game with a Greg 3, which he got a little bit too much space, and he just pulled that, which that could be kind of the theme of the game. If we're gonna give him too much space, and he's gonna shoot it from deep, just sets the tone of the confidence he's gonna have, and just shows that the New York team that he's gonna be able to shoot it. You need to get up on him.
That just shows to Newark early that you gotta push up. I mean, you can't just like get open shots like that, especially just off the tip.
Yeah, off the tip, they were trying to get back in their defense, but then they completely forgot about the man with the ball. They're too focused getting back on defense, on their set defense, and they just left Greg wide open.
Greg tipped it over to the corner. 3-point shot is good. Cuts the Vikings lead to 6.
It's good inside-out play. I mean, they got the ball inside, and then they kicked it back out because they were creating kind of an kind of like an inversion at the defense. They're gonna go inside and then they kicked it back out, which defenders usually collapse when the ball gets inside.
Vikings spacing out a lot.
Yeah, they're gonna hold this basketball as much as possible because
They're putting no pressure.
no pressure being put on because the timer of the 3 seconds does not even start until they get pressure. So he can just stand there if there's no pressure on him.
Sosa gets up in the corner. Greg driving in, good finish, and the foul. He'll go to the line.
He started from 3 and now he's getting inside for 2. A good move, a good setup by the team to get him the ball, going to his strong hand or going to, I don't even know, it might have been strong hand, but going to one of the hand that he's trust with getting downhill.
Great finish. Newark pushing out the ball. Finds it inside, deflected. Call it a jump ball. Thought he went up and down with it.
Nah, I got it on he got the ball on the way up. Even if you graze the ball, it's still gonna be a jump.
Good pressure from the Vikings early. Philliston gets another jump ball.
Good defense so far. Kendall getting inside the defense right there, knowing that they're going to want to go inside. They're going to try to trick you, go inside, and kick it back out, or they're going to just beat you inside. But he was not. He was settled. He was going to be like, I'm settling down in the paint. I got him one-on-one. We're not going to have to bring 2 where they can kick it out. Good job there by Kendall.
Again, Newark not putting much pressure. Ponte left side with it. Ponte drives in, is blocked. Deflected it off Kendall.
Union Catholic is kind of ever since that 3-point shot that the Sharks made, they just haven't they kind of learn from their mistakes. I feel like they would. If they didn't have a point, I feel like the defense would be worse because they didn't know what could break them, so they kind of shored that up. And now it's kind of a perfect defense because they knew what beat them already, so they're kind of keyed into that. And it just brings their defense to another level.
Newark throws the ball away. Greg left side. Finds a Ponte up top. Good look for 3. No good.
That was a good play to get him popped out for 3. He was left wide open. Good move good call there to get him wide open off those screens.
Great play. Hutchinson comes up with the steal. Sosa finds Greg. Full court pass to Aponte. Inside to Josh. It'll remain Vikings ball. As Gabe Barnes will check in for Philliston.
Good start so far by Union Catholic's defense, and also their offense being an extension of that.
Good pass to Greg. Shot no good. The call a foul on Sosa. It'll be his first.
Union Catholic creating some pressure here in the backcourt.
Good full court pressure. Driving inside. Floater's good.
Good move there. Just kind of, you could say he shoved off, but I feel like that was just a legal move. He's used every single rule in the book that he could have used without it crossing over. He used that arm correctly, and he went up, and he legally scored there.
30-second timeout for Newark.
So what if he's like what I've seen from this Union Catholic defense is that they just know what's happening. I think they're all in sync with each other. They know where the ball is going to go. It's not a hard thing to get. I mean, in the first they let a three go in the corner, it was kind of wide open, but for now they've started that little press. Maybe they can keep that going and actually blow the doors open of this game, because this game's still winnable for both teams. I mean, of course, you're in the first quarter, but they could blow the doors open if they really execute this press.
I think the three-pointer was just like maybe a slight mistake from UC. I think they've overall just like ramped it up and they're playing
Yeah,
good
I'm just
defense. It
saying.
was just a small mistake from them.
Yeah, because that really opened up their defense. They really knew what they did wrong, and that they turned that mistake into a positive.
Yeah.
They learned from that.
Sosa on the block, drives in, is fouled.
Good move by Sosa. We said that he's a guy that might not be the tallest, but he could definitely get down and score in the low post, which is something you don't see at his size. But he's strong enough to just get. He's strong enough to just get in the post and get you a bucket if you really want him to.
Both free throws are good for Sosa.
He's also a coach's dream. We heard Coach Ryan talk about him. He had him last year. It's something that, a coach's dream is to have him who can hustle, get down on and dirty, and play those type of plays where you can just get on the floor.
I agree. Ponte up, is fouled. It'll be 2 shots for Ponte.
Ponte being aggressive early. They've been really keying in on Greg with his first few shots that he's taken. He's been aggressive, which also made other people aggressive because they're getting the shots they want from the attention being caused by Greg.
Both shots no good. Offensive rebound by Greg. Swatted away. Three-pointer. Way off. That'll be a foul on Greg.
I mean, those are one of those plays that you would have Ian in, and it would kind of help you more. Those type of plays where he would be someone that you would want on the floor. But it's next man up mentality for them. They've been pretty good in the low post. Otherwise, in that play, they've been pretty good boxing out and defending that low post with him out. But those are some of the plays where you just feel the absences.
Second shot no good. Sosa with the rebound, pushing up the ball. Finds Greg. Easy 2 for him.
Beautiful play, get out in transition.
Good tip from Greg. Good ball movement there. Sosa whips the ball over to Greg and then finds Kendall down low. Forces Newark to call a timeout.
So, what I've liked from this team is that they're getting out in transition. I mean, their defense has been so good as we talked about it. They've been able to force turnovers as well, and we started saying that they could force some turnovers and they could blow the store open, and they have done that. I mean, they've had other people but Greg show up. It's been Greg and Sosa really, being that tandem for them. One on the top of the key and one on the bottom with them, and Sosa's been able to score in the low block, get fouls, and really use his body very well.
Just overall, I think really good so far, offensively and defensively. Really good ball movement we've been seeing. A lot of good defense. Not too many fouls, which is how that's how you should play.
Yeah, they've won some 50-50 balls that have ended up in a transition bucket.
Good pressure from Greg. Good steal from Gabe Barnes. Up ahead to Height. One too many steps there for Height.
Good job there by Gabe from getting down, and he's another hustle player that, you know, is very good for them off that bench. You know, when you have your stars come out, you want players that can do that type of stuff to help your bench unit run.
100% agree. This team has a lot of depth. Kendall gets the steal. Sosa, layup no good. Looking for the open man. Shot no good. Philson with the rebound. 35 seconds left. Height whips it over to Greg. Reload Greg again. 3 no good.
See, when Greg got the ball first, he was looking at the basket, which is something that you could see subtly. He was looking right at the basket. Even when he had two people on him, that really, you know, bring the second defender, and it helped the offense kind of run. I know it ended up a missed shot, but again, it was him who took a good open three, and just that, bringing two people whenever he just looks at the hoop, two people are going to come out and guard him. That's something that he can use to his advantage.
Absolutely. I mean, he looked at the basket, tossed it back over to Height, and then Height got Greg open to relocate, and Philson found him, just couldn't knock down the shot. 12 seconds for Valoria. Finds Philson in the corner. Greg will shoot the three. No good. 17-5 for Union Catholic Vikings. Jack, what have we seen so far from this Vikings team?
I think this Vikings team has been able to get out and run with this bench unit. I mean, the starting unit, they have been able to, get, talent buckets, like those buckets where you can just ISO type of that stuff with Greg. But I feel like as the bench starts to come in, they've been able to get more, transitive buckets, which help that bench out a lot. Because sometimes benches all around, even in every single, level of basketball, they sometimes struggle to score. But if you can have a team that gets out in transition, I think that could even help your bench. As much as we say they have depth, just getting out in transition really helps that bench get going with your people who kind of create most of the shots on the bench.
A lot of good bench that we've seen. The bench, I think the bench provides some size, provides some defensive pressure, a lot of hustle from them. Overall, very good. I think they've been playing amazing so far. 17 points in the first quarter. That's very good for the Vikings. And I think they're going to continue. I don't think they're not going to slow down. I think they're going to keep pushing. And I think they could also hold this Newark team to very limited points.
Yeah, I mean, they got some good transition buckets. They haven't just, we got Jaden Height down there. I got kind of everybody kind of those shots. So everybody kind of feels confident now and aggressive. It feeds on the team. With Greg starting to be aggressive at the start of the game, it kind of feeds the team.
Gabe with the steal. Layup is good.
There we go. That's aggressive defensively. You don't just need to be aggressive offensively. You can be aggressive defensively. And that's what kind of, the spark from Greg in the start of the game with him making those type 2 threes have made this team.
Newark throws the ball away. Yeah, as you said, a lot of aggressive defense, and then just a light layup. It was nothing crazy, just a light finish, gets the 2 points. How's that Newark ball? Trying to drive in. Fouled by Barnes.
Yep. Gabe has been very aggressive so far, which, that foul, it kind of hurts him. But I feel like for now, it's been very good. I mean, he's been able to get a steal. He's been able to, just clog up the lanes, not let them dribble around. But there you get the foul, which is one of the downsides of being aggressive. But for now, they're doing great being aggressive.
Good block from Jaden. Height was looking for a Ponte. Good hustle from Newark. Finds Jaden up top. Beautiful move from Gabe Barnes to get the open shot.
Yep. That's what you practice for. You get a screen, you get one-on-one with the defender, you go over the float kill. That's the kind of moves you work out in the driveway, those floater type moves.
Travel with it. A lot of defensive pressure from the Vikings. They'll keep full court pressing.
Good trap.
Great job of just keeping up the intensity. Height will bring up the ball. Height right side. Ponte driving in. Good move to get his defender up in the air.
Move.
Pretty lay.
Wow. That's a great move. He's been aggressive so far. Aponte has been very aggressive so far.
Good steal from Gabe Barnes. Mid-range is good.
Talk about someone be aggressive. This is a night. I mean, this is the afternoon for Gabe right here. Defensively and offensively.
Aponte's move reminded me a little bit of Jalen Brunson with the footwork.
Gabe got 6 in the night, on the afternoon.
Ponte went for the steal, but unfortunately picked up a foul. Inbound. Corner 3, no good. Barnes with the rebound.
Yep.
Shot no good. Good rebound from Philiston. Aggressive with it. Layup no good.
When one part of your game works defensively and offensively, everything starts working. He gets rebounds. Like that happens for everybody.
Gabe Barnes again. Good hesitation. Gets the layup.
Once you score those first 6 points, you feel like it's a snap of the finger and you have 20. Like that's why I used to feel like is whenever I just got some shots and got some good defensive possessions, it just opened the whole game for me. Rebounding and blocking it opens the whole entire game.
Height picks up the foul. Sosa comes in for Height.
When I have my score sheets, that Sosa has 6. He might have a little bit more, but he is. I mean, that still gets to the point that he's been really good so far and really productive for this Vikings team.
Gabe on right side. Gabe is holding the ball.
Yeah, he has no pressure, so there's no clock.
Exactly. Finds Sosa down low, loses it. Call a foul.
Good play to get Sosa posted up and get a good position for him to catch the ball.
First shot rolls in. Second shot no good. Good rebound from Philiston. Throws it up. Kelly out to Sosa for 3. No good. Philiston another offensive rebound.
Good rebounds from Philistine so far. He's been great on the boards. Good hustle back from Noah.
Good defensive pressure. It'll be Greg on the left wing. Finds Sosa down low. They travel with it.
If you're if your two top scorers in Greg Valoria and Noah Sosa are playing with aggression, I think it spreads the whole entire team. When you look at Gabe with 8, Kendall has been on the boards. He has 2 points on my score sheet. He might have 4 or 6, but he has 2 right now for me, and he's been on the boards. Uh, so it springs to the team.
I think Greg is really good at dribbling and that and ball handling, so I think that he'll get his teammates open. He's like really good spacing by him, and then Sosa's also really good at spacing because he can just draw all the attention down to the block and could get doubled for an open shot.
Yeah, I mean they've been going one-on-one on him, and he's been able to draw fouls or score on the low post. I think most of his shots been on the line, but that's just been like, hey, you can't guard that, so I'm gonna get fouled.
Jay Kane almost got the steal.
The hustle. Coach loves that when you get on the floor and get some floor burns. That
Absolutely
means
good
you came
hustle.
back with when you go home and you see some floor burns. That means you played hard.
Big travel for Newark. Philston. Be an offensive foul on Kendall.
I mean, coach has drawn up some great plays to get people in the post. I mean, there have been some great plays where Union Catholic has had the opportunity where they can just post up. Kendall, Sosa, they've all had those opportunities where they can get a post. Good draw up there.
Jay with the steal. Up ahead of Greg. Good find. Sosa for 2. Good pass from Greg.
Yep. That's where the attention, that's where you talk about his attention that he's going to seek with all the points that he has so far. I mean, he hasn't really scored since like the first, but that just shows how much attention he's drawing that he doesn't need to score anymore.
Gives it up to Kelvy. Shot is no good. Hard foul. Full timeout for the Vikings. I mean, big lead here, Jack. I mean, it's been quite one-sided. I don't think this Newark team has scored in the second quarter.
I mean, and also, Greg scored like the first 6 point of the game, and he just hasn't scored. That just shows how much attention they were just throwing at him, and everybody else just being able to contribute. I mean, Gabe has been a big part of contributing. Sosa, of course, we talked about him a lot. And Kendall. Kendall has been one of those players that might not glare out in the box score, but the rebounds has been very important in the extra opportunities. Even though he hasn't been able to finish, those rebounds and just him being able to it's been like, you know, just like 15 offensive rebounds at some points where they just get it, keep getting it, and at the center of that has been Philistine.
The biggest mistake I think for this Newark team is the turnovers. Vikings have just gotten so many steals with their bad passes or just poor dribbling. And that's just what's led to a lot of their points. Is a lot of transition points, a lot of just fast breaks in general. That causes a lot of their points.
I mean, yeah, you gotta give credit to the Union Catholic just pressure defense when they come in that full court. I mean, we have seen a lot of teams struggle with pressure. So it's not like they're the only ones. I mean, it's not like they're in a tier of their own. I mean, it's been great defense here for the Union Catholic Vikings.
And 1 for Greg Valoria.
Good out of bounds play there.
Greg's free throw's good. Good defense from Jay. 5 seconds violation for Newark. Ponte comes back in. So does Josh and Height. Ponte loses it. Try getting it to Jay. Newark struggling to get an open shot. They get one. Shot is no good. Blocked from Hutchinson.
Kendall Hutchinson has been very good down low for them on the offense and the defense.
They'll get it inside. They'll lose it. Viking ball. Ponte will bring it up. Ponte. Go out of bounds. On the left wing. Good move. Draws the foul.
Yeah, they gotta get inside. They've been the problem is they haven't been able to beat the first defender, and once they do, the defense collapsed, and the defense didn't collapse on that one, but even when it was able to get in the paint. But good things happen when you beat the first defender, and they just haven't been able to.
First shot is off. Sosa comes up with it. Height will take it slow. Finds Jay in the corner. 3-point for him. No good. Trapped in the corner. Throws it away again.
See, they're going to run this 2-3 defense. I mean, they kind of sprayed it out for a 3. They didn't really understand what they were running. They could have slowed it down, got the ball in the middle. But they've got a pretty open shot for – they got a pretty open shot there by Jay. But just getting the ball in the paint first when they get on the 2-3 zone.
Sosa up and in.
There we go. You can break that 2-3 zone easily. I mean, it also helps how good Noah is, but just that 2-3 zone, just get it right in the middle.
3-pointer, no good. Sosa comes up with it. Ponte driving down, finds Jay. Long 2 is good.
Made a good diving play there. When he got a good diving play a few minutes ago, and scored a good wide open 2 there. A good midi. He's been putting his fingerprints in the game, as is everyone on the Union Catholic Vikings team.
Call a foul on Josh. First shot is off. Second one is good. Ponte brings it up. Driving in. Hard finish. Josh finds the ball. Union Catholic up 37-6 at the half, and that'll be the half.
Yeah, see you guys in the next half.
And we're back into the third quarter. It'll be Vikings basketball.
So they're going to start out with Kendall and Greg, and let's see how long they bring out Greg. They keeping Greg and Noah.
Taking it slow. Ponte on the left wing. Try to get inside to Josh. Three-pointer, no good. Josh comes out with it. Greg baseball pass to Sosa. Up and in is good.
That looked like a good football pass right there.
30-second timeout. Hello? 30-second timeout for the Vikings. Coach Young just wanted to talk things over.
See if we can see more Gabe in this game, and see if, like, the bench could play more, and they could get out and we could really see what they can do in transition, and see if they can keep pushing the ball, see how long they keep pushing that basketball.
I really want to see Gabe get some more good minutes here and see what he could do.
You're right, Zay, and the talents keep going. Like they keep shining. They're not just gonna fade away in one game. You gotta use as much as possible. The way he's on a heater right now. Being able to make, it's not just being he's been able to not like he's just been able to like get steals and run out and get easy layups. He's been able to make some tough floaters. And that's my press play.
Over to Greg, lays it up for two.
And that's what happened every single time we ran that press play. See, they try to trap in the corner, and they usually never work out for my team.
Stuck on the wing now, driving in. Kind of slipped on his own there.
I think the diamond was made by Shaka Smart. I think I don't even know. I just heard of him. He's probably a college coach. He made the diamond. I think, well, he's been the one who invented it or something.
If there was one game I want to see a lot of see what these bench guys can do and get good minutes, this would be the game. Because everyone's provided, everyone's contributed.
Yeah, it's the Shaka Smart 1-2-1 Havoc full court press.
Good rebound from Sosa. Ponte driving in, whips it over to Greg in the corner. 3-point is off. Newark foul.
They're going to run that diamond, and then they're going to drop back into 2-3. That's what they're going to want to do. That's what we usually do. But if you could possibly get in the half court, you would try to slow it down.
Sosa looking for someone. Filson for three. Shot is good. Never mind, it was a two. Long two.
So, the way to beat that diamond press is to get the ball in the middle. And to get the ball running up the middle of the court. They want to use that extra sideline as a defender when you run that press.
And the foul for Newark. Shot is good.
Good pick and roll there. I mean, it's simple. I mean, you haven't had a lot of points, but that stuff kind of, a pick and roll is kind of pretty simple. You run that. That's like something that you run, like,
Just a good basic play from them.
It's basic. I mean, when you think of a basketball play, probably one of the things you think of is a pick and roll. It's simple.
3-point no good. Kendall comes up with it. Greg finds a Ponte down low. Over to Josh. Good ball movement. Sosa missed the shot. Good behind the back.
One thing about Sosa, he might be not the tallest person, but he's not scared to go up. Like he can get those rebounds in the air, which sometimes I would be scared of, like going up with the tall people, and maybe getting bumped or something. But he just doesn't care
Shown right there. Shot is no good.
because he knows what the end result is. He's putting that work in the gym to be able to be strong enough to absorb that. Even though he's small, he's been able to work in the gym to be able to absorb that and to kind of be able to absorb that. Not put up the basket, not like absolutely shed him, but like being able to just brace yourself if you get hit in the ground.
Sosa's been at the line quite a few times tonight. First shot is good.
He has 13 points tonight in my score. He might have more, but he has 13 points. He's been a wreck. He's been it doesn't matter how many points he has. I mean, we know that he's been a wreck in the paint.
Right wing with it. Sosa comes up with the steal. Leading the charge. Blocked. Good recovery from Newark.
Good hustle. I mean, they're still trying out here.
Good steal from Aponte. Gives it up to Greg. Call a foul.
No, the clock will keep running, but we got the freshman game next. Not freshman, varsity. We got the varsity game next. What are you looking forward to for that kind of game?
I mean, it's senior night, so I'm looking to see these seniors, put in some work and entertain us and see what they can do. Hopefully they have a good night.
I mean, definitely. Somebody who looks to entertain us almost every single night. Elijah, who can just jump at the gym, but it's great to see because then they have Elizabeth, so they get ready to play that game. That game's gonna be big because both ranked teams in the state. Newark Lab is someone that isn't ranked, but they need to take seriously, and they're gonna definitely try to use those habits to play against a team like Elizabeth.
And Gabe Barnes comes back into the game. Driving for two is good. Coach Young will take a timeout. Talk things over. Not much to talk over, but I mean, you can't give up that little basket. I mean, you just gotta play solid defense. Just try not to allow them any baskets.
So, what are you looking most forward for the game later? What are you looking most forward to? I mean, what do you think? What are you looking most forward to? What's the player that you're looking most forward to? You talk about entertaining. Who do you think can entertain you tonight?
When I think of entertaining, I think of Eli. I think he's really good finisher, really good defender, really gets the crowd going. A lot of other people, I mean, you got to look at AJ, you got to look at Luke, amazing scorers, good passers, both there. And also Yao and FK, they also provide a lot of good defense, a lot of good finishing, good dunks, that's what I'm really excited for. They're going to entertain tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a loaded squad. I mean, that's why they're ranked whatever they're ranked in the state. I mean, they're ranked pretty high in the state, and that's something that is a testament to how they're coached and then their depth and the people at the top. And AJ, Elijah, Yao, and FK.
Ponte gives back to Sosa. Philston for three, no good. Sosa comes up with the offensive rebound, shot no good. On the corner. Good screen. Good steal from Greg. Gives up to a Ponte. Layup is good.
I mean, that looks easy, but you played so many minutes and just being able to run up and down like that.
Layup is good for Newark.
I mean, they've been able to, like, have a lot of transition buckets, and they've been able to keep themselves, well conditioned. And I think that's a testament to what they are.
Greg with final seconds. Layup no good. Nothing crazy happened in the third quarter. I mean, just an average level of scoring, I think, for these Vikings. Decent defense from them. Overall played pretty solid.
Yeah. So, what is going to be your kind of like player who plays a big role in this varsity game? Who do you think that is, like, the kind of the stopper for this varsity team?
When I think of stopper, I think Yao. I think he's definitely going to provide a lot of blocks, a lot of stocks, if you will. I think just overall really good defensive pressure from him. I mean, obviously he's just going to provide maybe like a fear, just a terror in the North Lab defense. It's hard to compete with him.
Yeah, I mean, AJ's been able to just unlock all these players. I mean, they're all great in their own, but you start the guy at the top, the guy running the show, and he get a lot of people good looks, and be able to work with FK and Yao and try to get them the best post touch they could possibly get. And even though it's probably, you would think it's pretty easy, they're 7 foot, but you're still gonna have to get them the ball. You still have to get them the ball, and you still have to be creative with the looks, because we're definitely gonna play some teams that can match up. But it's just about how can you get them open.
Jaden steps out of bounds. Three-point no good. Rebound
That's
Jaden.
why I think Elijah's fit in very easily, because he is a small forward. And I feel like the guards, you have to learn like a new entire. You have to learn, as Gabe scores too, you have to learn like a new entire play system. Like, still you have to learn a play system with the small forward, but Elijah's not really told to do a lot. I mean, it's just defense, score on his own, and as Gabe just keep knocking. I mean, just keep scoring. But I mean, that's why he's been able to fit in. I mean, you bring in a guard, a point guard.
Jay in the corner. Gives up to Jaden. A little too strong. Good Euro step to draw the foul.
But yeah, like, what have you seen, like, the difference between, Elijah's very good scoring and like top leading scoring in not St. Joe's, in JP Stevens, compared to the kind of, like, not like less scoring, but like kind of a balanced attack that he's been able to do both sides of the ball, and just be able to help for winning.
I think Eli's been playing great. I think he really does fit in with this team. I think his play style also just really fits in, and he's going to continue to provide for the Vikings. He's definitely provided such a great role for their team, and I think he's going to continue to do that.
Yeah, they were bringing those forwards that, not those guards, because the guards you have to learn everything. That's why they had AJ for this 4 years. They've been able to make sure he knows the playbook and he can get other people involved. And you can just plug and play with those stars you have.
Good D from Jay. Good tip by Barnes. Height was looking for the steal. Whips it out. Layup no good.
Were you able to catch any games in Franklin High School with the varsity team?
Nah, I didn't get to see those, but I know they were good.
Yeah, I mean, St. Rose, they were close and they pulled away. I mean, number one team in the state, but also, I mean, they picked up a good W at Franklin High School by 2 points. I mean, Franklin kind of somebody that, you know, is still great. I mean, they have a great team over there, but they were on Union Catholic just bested them and by 2 points, and it was a great attack by them.
Height will bring it up.
I mean, I was able to catch. I was able to be in the place where they absolutely like dominated St. Thomas Aquinas, and it was a very balanced attack. As I said, you know, just everyone was involved. Like everyone, even to hear like off the bench, Xavier, like everyone from top to bottom was, you know, making impactful plays.
And that's really what leads to a lot of good wins for the Vikings and really for anybody. It's just getting everybody involved and everyone providing.
And he put on the cherry at the top of just, you know, AJ just getting like freaking like he had like 5-6 steals. Like he was just in those passing lanes, and I feel like he's gotten better. Like I feel like through this year he's been getting better. You know, being able to read the passing lanes. He might not be the biggest guy, but he's been able to see the passes.
Great finish from Gabe Barnes. What a layup.
That was a different type of finish. That was one where he did a kind of finger roll. A reverse. I stopped counting because I stopped counting because, you know, he's been able to score like everything. So I'm just, you know, he has something. I can't really tell you, but he's been something. He's been very good today.
Take a timeout.
So, you know, you bring in like Luke after like game 2 or something, and then just the spacing changes. I feel like you add another scorer, and how do you think that has kind of changed that team, bringing in him like after those 2 games with that injury.
100%. I mean, the UC just has a lot of good scores, and just that also leads to a lot of good spacing. I think because Luke Shore can just shoot from anywhere, so he just provides a lot of spacing because you never know where he's going to pull the trigger. Kelvy finds Jay in the corner for 3. No good. Gabe Barnes still hustling for the rebound. It'll be Vikings basketball.
Thank goodness I'm the guy trying to scout for this Union Catholic Vikings team. I mean, they have a lot of things you have to look for, and as we talked about, I mean, they're shooting, interior, bench, depth, half-court defense, transition defense, shot blockers, rebounding.
Gabe finds Height. Good fake from Height. Just off the mark. Kelvy gets a jump ball. Kelvy UC ball. Just under a minute left. And it'll be Gabe picking up the foul.
I think it's going to kind of give you a glimpse into the future for this JV team. Just have they been able to been the leadership has been Greg and Noah Sosa. Kind of give you the glimpse of what's to come for the JV team.
Good future for them. Be out to Jay. Over to Barnes. Takes a shot, and that will do it.
Good game.
Good game. Big win for the Vikings. Hopefully, looking for a good senior night tonight versus Newark Lab. And great game. Jack, any final thoughts?
I mean, it was a great game, top to bottom for this Union Catholic Vikings team. They just were able to dominate from start to finish.
I 100% agree. Overall, great game. Looking for a good senior night, and we'll see you in that game.